Now, very good morning to students of standard 6th. We are just moving in our chapter, that is living organisms, and in that also our topic is characteristics and its habitats. Okay. Till now, we have completed many more points in this chapter regarding the habitats of all the animals, birds and humans. Okay. We have seen the different types of habitats also. In that, it includes the desert, the grassland, oceans and mountains. Okay. What does it include? It includes desert, then grassland, then comes mountain, and one is aquatic. Okay. So these were the different types of habitats. Different types of habitats that we have studied in previous lecture. Before that also we have studied starting of the chapter. We have just performed the activity in first, means activity first we have performed, that you have to list the things which you are finding or which you are finding in different places. Okay. If I give an example of a yak, so yaks are always seen in a cold area. Okay. So when you are distinguishing between the different types of animals, birds, where they are living or habitats, okay, you are just distinguishing all these plants, animals and birds. But if you want to categorize that whether these all animals, birds, insects, all the living organisms which are present or which you are seeing by your naked eyes are living things or not, then there will be a questions in your mind that if I say that the animals which are dead, is they are living or they are dead? Now they are living or not living? When you are finding the many types of trees, insects, snakes, birds, big and small animals, okay, mushrooms, creepers, bushes, then air, water, then rocks, soil and many more things like dead leaves and dead plants and dead animals, dead human beings. Okay, all these things are living things. But how do you say that these things are living things? What's your reason for them? That we have to see here. Okay. In previous lecture also we have just done the mountains and all these things. Okay. The journey and the journey through the different types of habitats, that includes these 4 points. In that also we have seen their characteristics. Okay. What we have seen? We have seen their characteristics in them, that they are having a good characteristics to adapt that environment. That's why they can survive in that place, and that's why they can adapt that place. If I give you an example, not an example but information that some birds are extinct, लुप्त हो गए. क्यों? क्योंकि वो एनवायरनमेंट के साथ वो रह नहीं सकते थे, इसलिए वो एनवायरनमेंट से बाहर निकल गए और यहाँ से लुप्त हो गए. एंड देर आर मेनी मोर रीजन्स फॉर द एक्सटिंक्शन ऑफ द बर्ड्स ऑल्सो, बर्ड्स एंड एनिमल्स, बिकॉज इन ओल्डन डेज द पीपल वेर जस्ट हंटिंग देम for their fun and for their happiness. Okay, they were just getting gesture from them. So these are also the reasons why the birds and animals are extinct. And if the bird is flying, okay, if the bird is flying and if it gets the food, if it gets the food easily on the land, then there is no need of flying. Okay. One of the bird was there, I have just not remembering that its name, but what happened one day, that birds were getting the food on the land. Okay, they were getting the food on the land in a easy way also, and after some time what happens, they were just eating and all these things process, and they were not flying for searching of the food, because they were getting that food at any time. Okay. So one time it happened that adaptation means see the changes in the birds that occurs. Okay. First of all, we were the monkeys. Okay. From that evolution happened, and today we are human beings. Okay. The shape and the size of our body also change according to the environment. Like that birds also were not flying because they got the food easily on the land, and after some years and years the adaptation or the changes occurred in that birds. What happened after some time? After some years it happened that birds were not flying. They got their wings shorter because they were not using that wings for flying. So there was a change in that things. So whenever there is no use of any part of your body, there will be a change in that part of the body. Okay, students. So this was only the information of the adaptation and how does it change according to the requirement of your body or any other needs. So our first topic was that 9.4, not first topic, but our next topic is 9.4, and in that also we are just going through the trees and creepers and how do all the living organism needs food, do all organism shows the growth and the characteristics of the organism. Characteristics of organism. Okay. In that, if you want to distinguish between the living things and non-living things, then it is hard to define it. Okay. Sometimes we are saying that we are living, and sometimes we are saying that we are dead, then we are not living. Okay. So to distinguish between these two things, it is very hard. For a smaller standards, it is hard to distinguish between the living things and non-living things. When you see that these all things that I have written here, trees, creepers, small and big animals, birds, snake, insects, mushroom, soil, water, air, dead animals and plants and many more things is present in a forest. But when we see them, some of the plants and plants and creepers, they don't move from one place to another place. At that time we can feel that it is non-living things. But when we see the cars and scooters that are running on the road, at that time we feel that they are living things. But how? Because they are moving from one place to another. But this is true. Whether it is true? No, it is not true. All the living things, all the living organisms that resides in the forest or at any other places, they are living on some factors. They need something to live or to survive. That survive. What does it need to survive? Food, water and air. Okay. We take in air and take out the air It is known as a respiration. So, this process of respiration and the breakdown of the food in our humans, animals, birds, insects, plants. It is necessary for them, it is needed for them to liberate the energy that is used by the organs of our body. So, we can say on the basis of that, if the thing, how you will define that these things are living things and these things are not living things. If you take an example of a coin, chair or a table, it is made up of made from the wood, okay, and the wood again we are taking that wood from the trees. So trees are living things. So we can say that these benches are living things. Just think and say. So the bench is non-living things because the tree was living thing, but from that tree it is cut down. The process of respiration, the process of food eating, the moving from one place to another, all has stopped now. Now it goes to a factory and it is made as a bench from that wood. So it is non-living thing, we can say that. A coin, that is also a non-living thing. Chair, the plastics, it is made from the plastic. Wooden chairs are also made, it is made up from iron, or we can say the steel, and all these materials are used in the chair. But all these things are non-living things and the things which have some special characteristics in them. Okay, if we talk about the trees, creepers, small big animals, human beings, insects and all these things, then they have a special characteristics in them to survive, to work, to do the daily actions for their need. Okay, so each every living organisms perform the actions or the needs. It performs the actions for their needs to survive. So this is the characteristics of the organisms that we should understand. If we take an example of a soil, water and air, where does it comes? It comes under the abiotic things. Okay, biotic and abiotic both are the, it is divided into the biotic and the abiotic. Biotic means the plants and animals. Okay, and abiotic means air, water, sunlight, soil, rocks. This is known as the abiotic components, and they are non-living things, but we cannot survive without them. That is the main characteristics of soil, water, air and rocks and all these things, land also. ओके, वी कैनॉट सर्वाइव विदाउट देम. हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम जीवित है, पर किस कारण से हम जीवित है, कौन सी चीज़ है, कौन से कंपोनेंट्स है, कौन से फैक्टर्स है जो हम हमारे लाइफ में हम जो डेली यूज करते हैं, और वो भी नॉन लिविंग थिंग्स है, अबायोटिक है. तो ये है वाटर, एयर, सॉइल, ओके, फायर. Without them, sun, without heat, you cannot survive. If there will be no sunlight, then also you cannot survive. If there will be no air for 5 minutes, then also you will be dead. If there is no soil, then where you will live? You cannot live in water also, because we are not having the gills present, that is present in the fish, which can absorb the oxygen that is dissolved in the water. So now you are getting the points that I am saying, that distinguish between the living organisms and non-living things. Okay, living organism depends on non-living thing also, and some factors are there which depends on the living things also. Okay, non-living things are air, water, soil and all these things. They are non-living things, but they are used by the living organisms to survive. Now you can, I am surely that you can now distinguish between the living things and the non-living things. In that, some factors are given in your textbooks. Okay. First factor is given that do all living organisms need food? That is the first characteristics of the organism. Do all living organisms need food? Yes. The answer is yes. Why? To survive, they need food. Okay. How they need the food? Because when the food enters our body, it liberates the energy. After the breakdown of the glucose and all these things, it comes in the 7 standards. Okay, in a respiration, all these things comes in the 7th standard. When the glucose breakdown, it liberates the energy from it and the carbon dioxide and the water. Sorry, not water, but the carbon dioxide. Okay, and that carbon dioxide again it is thrown out of our body. The food is needed because to do the work, okay, to do the work in our daily life, and it is needed for all the organs of our body to perform any work. If I want to move this board from one place to another, if I do not have energy in my body, or my hands and legs do not have energy, then how do I will carry this board and place it from one place to another? I cannot, because I am not taking food. If I am not taking food, I cannot perform any action in my daily life. To these all things, and the plants and animals also need food to perform their daily actions, to survive. So we can write here, do all living organisms need food? Yes. Okay. And in that first, why they need the food? Because energy is produced from the food that is used by our body. Energy is produced from the food that is used by the living organism. Used by living organisms. Okay. Now, second point is that why we need food? To perform the daily actions, to survive, we can say to survive. Why do the plants need food? For the process of photosynthesis. They are making food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay. So, we can say that plants and animals also need food to survive. To survive. Okay. To perform daily action. Daily actions and etc. Okay, that's why we need food. Now we can say that human beings and the animals both are same nowadays. We can say that also, because we are also eating some of the things which is eaten by the animals. Okay, we are also eating the chickens and all these things which is also eaten by the animals also today. Okay, some animals depends on plants also which are living in the jungles and forests. Okay, they eat some animals eat grass and all these things. If we talk about the elephants and giraffe and zebra and all these animals, they are eating just the grass and the leaves and all these things. And if you talk about the lion, tiger and all these things, they are eating the animals, but they need food to survive. Okay, they cannot live without food. Human being also need food, insects also need food, okay, to produce energy in their body, and that energy is used by each and every part of our body, means the organs which are present in our body, they use that energy to perform the actions which is given to them. Okay, so we need the food here. Now, do all organisms shows growth? Yes, we can say that living organisms grow. We are seeing growth in them. Okay, if you plant a small plant, if there is a small plant, and after some days, when you are putting the water, pouring the water and the fertilizers and giving the fertilizers to it, after some times you will see that that plant is grown very big. So we can say that plants also have a growth in them. If you take an example of an egg, hen's egg, after hatching it, after the hens hatch it, it gives to the birth of a chick. Okay, small one of a hen, it is known as a chick, and after some time it will grow again into hen. So this is the process of growth in the living organisms. First one is they need food. Second one, we can see the growth in them. We human beings also grow. We are first of all infants, then we grow to us junior boys and girls, then we become adults, and adults from we move to our old age. So this is the growth of our body. So each and every animals, birds, trees also, and human beings, insects, they all are growing from one stage to another stage. So our first point is that, do all living organisms need food? Yes. And do all organisms shows growth? Then it is yes. Our answer is yes. Okay, all are not remaining in same size and shape. They all are growing. They are mentally growing. They are physically also growing. A small lion's cub is there, then at a small age it does not know how to prey an animal, but when it grows, or when the growth is seen to an adult animal, then it learns how to prey the animal. So the mentally preparation of growing is also done in the animals or in the human beings. Okay, they are growing not as a physical, but they are also growing as a mentally also. If we take an example of some students which are not knowing anything, what happens? We are saying that you have been grown. आप तो सिर्फ बड़े हुए हैं, आपका दिमाग तो चलता नहीं है. पर वो चलना क्यों नहीं चलता? बिकॉज देयर इज लेस अमाउंट ऑफ ग्रोथ इन इट्स मेंटल डेवलपमेंट. बट आफ्टर सम टाइम, और कुछ दिनों बाद और कुछ ईयर के बाद उसका मेंटल डेवलपमेंट भी हो सकता है. ऐसा तो नहीं है कि वो नहीं हो सकता. हाँ, कोई बच्चा या एनिमल जन्म से ही कुछ उसमें डिफेक्ट्स है, वो बात अलग है. पर अगर डिफेक्ट्स है तो उसके कुछ पार्ट्स है बॉडी के, वो तो ग्रो ही करेंगे. देयर विल बी सीन अ ग्रोथ इन दैट बॉडी पार्ट्स. Okay students, so this was our 9.4 characteristics of organisms. In that we have seen the two characteristics, that do all living organisms need food, or do all organisms shows growth. I have explained you also. Now go through these points and read the chapter. If you don't know anything, or if you are not getting any point, then you can ask me personally also. I will be there for you to help you. Okay students, till that, be safe, stay at home and eat healthy. Okay students, thank you and have a good day.